of you. Oh my goodness, guys! I'm in this. I'm foaming from the mouth right now, bro. It's over for the NBA. It's over for the NBA, bro. LeBron's gonna play another 5 years.
NBA right now. The Dallas Mavericks are trading Luka Doncic, Maxi Kleba, and Markieff Morris to the Los Angeles Lakers for Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and a 2029 first-round pick. It's a three-team deal that includes Utah, according to our Shams Charania, who we might hear from later on. In the meantime, let's now say hello to Stephen A. Smith, who, of course, is on our NBA Countdown desk. And Stephen A.,
This is
what a
crazy.
blockbuster to drop on a Saturday night. But nonetheless, here we are. Luka Doncic going to the Lakers, Anthony Davis going to the Dallas Mavericks. What's your reaction?
I'm shocked. I'm shocked like most, if not the entire basketball world appears to be. It's not something that you would have ever anticipated, primarily from the Dallas Mavericks. Luka Doncic is a global star. He's a global superstar in this game. You know what he can bring to the table. He's fresh off an appearance in the NBA Finals.
Yes, sir.
He's 25 years of age.
Sir,
He's a
yes,
perennial
sir,
all-star and a
yes, sir.
25 points per game scorer, averaging 28 points a game this year, even though he only played 22 games. Nobody would have thought that you would think to trade Luka Doncic. So there's a lot of speculation as to why that may have happened. Did he want out? Did something happen that the team said, okay, enough's enough, let's get rid of him? We don't know the answers to that question at this particular moment in time, but that's speculation. And then when you look on the Anthony Davis side, this is a guy that's a big-time player. He's an all-star. He's one of the elite defensive players in the game of basketball, a rim protector, a scorer, good for 25 and 12 a night, etc. And the Lakers moving away from him, what does that say in terms of their message to LeBron? LeBron James is 40 years of age in his 22nd season. You're looking to compete for a championship. Anthony Davis himself was on the record saying we need a 5 so I can get to my natural position at the 4. And I think that's what we could use in order to move forward and potentially win a championship. By this move happening, the Lakers have no rim protector. Luka nor LeBron James can do that. So the season, in a lot of people's eyes, is a wash for the Los Angeles Lakers. And it appears like they've said to LeBron James, I'm sorry, maybe another time. But we're certainly not going to be thinking about a championship this year when we have nothing on our front court after losing Anthony Davis. And so that's what you're looking at right now. It's a whole bunch of questions, a whole bunch
Stephen
of
A.
intrigue,
Smith is slow
and a
as fuck,
shock,
bro.
maybe the
It's
biggest
Luka
shock
and LeBron on the
of
same
a
team,
trade
bro. They're
that
gonna
many of us
kill,
have seen
bro.
in NBA
They're
history.
gonna
So
kill.
Stephen A., Anthony Davis did not play tonight against the Knicks for the Lakers,
And they
now
won.
it makes sense why. But I'm going to look at this from a Mavericks perspective. The Mavericks were in the NBA Finals last year. Why do this trade right now when you seemingly are that close to winning a championship?
Well, first of all, again, we don't know. We don't know what happened. We don't know if Luka demanded out. Luka's only played 22 games this year. He's already missed 27 games this year, okay? So you don't know about his health and when he was going to be available. That's number one. Number two, understand that while there is a drop-off offensively because Anthony Davis is not Luka Doncic, this is not a scrub we're talking about. This is a perennial all-star and one of the elite players in the game that can give you 25 to 30 every single night. That's on offense. Don't even bring up defense.
Yeah, okay, Stephen A. Shut up.
You're going to need somebody that can do those things defensively, that can do those things on your front court on both sides of the ball. Anthony Davis is that guy. So you can't look at it and say, well, we were in the finals last year, so you're conceding that that's not going to be the case by acquiring Anthony Davis. This is not a scrub we're talking about. This is one of the elite players in basketball. He's no Luka offensively, make no mistake about it, but he is far from a scrub. A matter of fact, he's pretty damn elite offensively and defensively. There's nothing to talk about. It's a significant upgrade that the Dallas Mavericks just achieved.
So if we look at the Lakers now, this is a very new look. Obviously, they have J.J. Redick as their head coach, and they've got LeBron James. We know that. And now you add Luka Doncic to the mix. And Stephen A., if we can take a step back now, what do you expect this Lakers team to look like going forward? I'm not even mentioning the Markieff Morris of it all or Kleba. What do you think?
Well, you're looking at the Lakers for next year and beyond. This is a move for the future. Luka Doncic is 25 years of age. Anthony Davis is 31. Luka's going to be 26 February 28th. Anthony Davis is going to be 32 in March. He's got him by 6 years. And so when you look at the Los Angeles Lakers, it is clearly a move for the future, meaning post-LeBron. That's what this is. And every move that they make from now on is going to be to build the team around Luka Doncic, because you now have a global star who's going to be box office, who's going to attract an audience for you. People are going to walk through the turnstiles to see him and what he brings to the table. And if he can commit himself to being in shape, which is something Luka Doncic has never, ever done. The bottom line is that the Lakers' future is going to be perceived as being very, very bright.
I'm tired of
but
hearing
not
Stephen A.
necessarily
talk, bro.
this
He's
season.
so annoying. Stephen A. is so fucking annoying, bro. All he does is talk shit, bro. Old people just love to talk shit.
IRS e-file is open. File your taxes 100% free in the app.
Go from homemade recipe.
So I am in complete.
Yeah.
So I am in
I'm not listening to
complete
this.
disbelief, and I am fully expecting to either delete this commentary in 3 minutes when we find out that apparently every person who reports on trades is hacked, between Shams, who has now tweeted twice, and Bobby Marks, who has tweeted, and ESPN and Bleacher Report have tweeted, all from different various Twitter accounts, and my heart is legit like beating. The Mavericks have traded Luka Doncic to the Los Angeles Lakers for Anthony Davis and a first-round pick, and apparently Jalen Hood-Schifino is. This isn't real. I'm refusing to believe this is real. I'm just gonna say basically the different version of that a million different times, because there is no way that. How old is Luka right now? 26, I want to say. After going on a finals run and putting himself on track to being, I don't know, somewhere on many all-time lists. I mean, obviously the championships would dictate that, but if it sounds like I'm legitimately shaken, it's because I am. This is like above talking about basketball. This is, I mean, like the basketball conversation will have to happen at some point. I don't know what I'm supposed to say right now. Like, what happened? Who did? I'm trying to. It is impossible to attempt to piece together any rational thought right now. All I can try to think of is something happened within the Mavericks organization, or with Luka, or with somebody, and now a 25-year-old superstar MVP candidate is a member of the Lakers with LeBron. Like, if Luka, I'm going to keep using the word was, because I still don't believe this is real. If Luka was actually available, which, I mean, besides the fact that it would just be completely nonsensical to make him available given the age and how good he is in his contract situation, and the fact that, by all accounts, it seemed like he liked Dallas. But if he really was, wouldn't the haul just be like every draft pick imaginable? I mean, oh my God, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. At some point, an actual basketball conversation will be had here between like a fit, and now Anthony Davis is on the Mavericks and Kyrie Irving is there too, but I don't really care because Luka Doncic is on the Lakers. It's February 2nd, 2025. If this is real, this is a monumental moment in the NBA. I am currently looking at Nico Harrison, or no, I'm currently looking at Tim McMahon, who is another person who has connections to the Mavericks, saying, quote tweeting Shams' tweet saying, "I believe the defense wins championships," quote unquote. That's Nico Harrison, the Mavs GM, regarding motivation to trade Luka Doncic. That's I can't believe I'm saying this out loud. I believe that getting an all defensive center and all NBA, There's no way. There's absolutely no way this just happened. Like, I don't believe that I'm in real life right now. Like, if you are expecting an actual conversation about on the court stuff right now, I don't have it. I have just pure shock. The closest I've ever come to this feeling that I have right now is my heart is beating and my voice is shaking and I'm like, what the hell am I reading? Was a little bit of when the Pacers traded Halliburton, but that one was like surprising. This one is legitimately like, I'm going to remember this moment for my life. Like, if this is real, everything you ever imagined about Luka Doncic, it's happening in a Lakers jersey now.
That's so
This
sick.
is
That's
unreal.
Let's
This is
go
incredible,
Lakers.
and when I say incredible, I mean it is malpractice on the Dallas Mavericks. Anthony Davis is a very good player, but this is insanity. This is complete insanity. I don't know how to react to this as a even-keeled person. I might still sound like it because I understand I'm just kind of robotic. I am completely floored. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to stretch this video out anymore. I'm legitimately shocked. This is the only word I can think of. Mark Stein has talked about this as well. I don't know what to do. Guys, you were here. You were here for one of the most shocking trades in the history of sports. Forget about the NBA. And sure, I do not have knowledge of every single sport and all the massive trades that have happened. But I guarantee you there's been a few crazy ones. This is very high on the list. And depending on where Luka goes with his career, I mean, this is completely unbelievable. Luka Doncic and LeBron James are on the same team. Luka Doncic is a Los Angeles Laker. This just shifts the NBA in ways that I cannot fathom at the moment. And this is a fever dream. This is not real. I'm going to wake up and this did not happen.
Like, I find myself just getting high and replying to...
With Fargo, your virtual assistant from Wells Fargo, you can access your FICO score in a snap.
What I would give to be able to make art on this scale.
You will one day, but it's equally important for you to be thinking about your future, building credit.
Going to join this conversation with us, Stephen A. Smith. And so, Perk, obviously you've heard the trade details now. Mavericks are trading Luka Doncic, and they're getting AD, and now Luka Doncic is going to the Lakers. And what do you make of this trade, first and foremost?
Say, I was on my way to Mastro's, man, to go get me something to eat, what I like to do best. And I had to turn around and come in the studio because this is the most shocking trade in NBA history. But guess what? Both sides won. Dallas won in the aspect of they showing the world that, hey, we believe in Kyrie Irving. And if we pair Anthony Davis with the pieces that we have in this system, and P.J. Washington, Spencer Dinwiddie, the guys that we have, we're seeing that Oklahoma City Thunder is the only team that looks really stable and a legit threat in the Western Conference. We can make some noise. And then on the Lakers standpoint, they're looking at it and saying, hey, should we leverage our future and try to keep LeBron James and Anthony Davis together? What is a piece that we could go get to move the needle? It's not one. So how about going get an international superstar in Luka Doncic that we could build, and a guy that could come in and represent one of the most historic franchises in the history of sports, the Lakers, in great fashion? Both sides won, in my opinion. I'm curious to see what went on behind the scenes with the Dallas Mavericks to make them, because we just saw that Shams reported that the Dallas approached the Lakers. What went on to make them trade Luka Doncic is what I want to know.
Perk, and we have Stephen A. Smith on the line as well here, Perk, and he was just saying that, yes, both teams do get richer in this deal and they both win. However, the defensive side of things now for the Lakers looks a little bit more glim, if you will. How problematic might that be? Yes, Luka Doncic is a fantastic scorer, but defensively he can't do what AD does.
Yeah, I mean, he can't, but, you know, at the end of the day, it's showing me that the Lakers are not trying to win right now. And they're going to have time to actually build a roster around Luka Doncic. Now, how many years LeBron James has left, we don't know. But at the end of the day, the Lakers had no choice but to make this move. Luka comes available, you have to get Anthony Davis. And again, The Lakers wasn't that great of a team defensively, even with Anthony Davis. I know individually he's one of the best in the league, but again, Shay, I just think both sides won in this. But I'm curious. I want to know more information. I need to know the tea. I need to know the scoop. What went on behind the scenes that the Dallas Mavericks said, you know what, it's time? Or did Luka request a trade out?
Stephen A., do you agree with Perk? Do you think both teams won in this situation? Still there?
Wins. I think if you're the Dallas Mavericks, you're winning right now. From the standpoint that Anthony Davis, there's no slippage. First of all, he's healthier than Luka Doncic, despite missing the Knicks game tonight. He played 76 games last year. He's played a lot of games this year. Hasn't missed only just a handful of games. That's number one. Number two, you improve exponentially on the defensive side of the ball. You got a rim protector, a shot blocker, a rebounder, somebody who can score in the post, somebody who can go inside or outside. Now you have an elite all-star on your front line to pair with Kyrie Irving on the perimeter. So you win if you're the Dallas Mavericks and you haven't slipped in terms of competing in the West for a chance of getting back to the NBA Finals. If you're the Lakers, it's a different kind of win. I don't think the Lakers win this year. First of all, we don't know how healthy Luka could end up being. He's already missed 27 games this year. Secondly, the Dallas Mavericks called the Lakers, as Shams reported. Well, why did you call the Lakers? What the hell happened? Because this is a global superstar. He's somebody that's good for the bottom line. For the Dallas Mavericks to call somebody, especially the Los Angeles Lakers, for the services of Luka Doncic, something is wrong with this picture. You don't praise a Luka Doncic, who, by the way, is 25 years old and just took you to the NBA Finals. And by the way, that was a couple of years after he took you to the Western Conference Finals. He hasn't even turned 26 yet. He's a 6'7" point guard, averaging 28 a game. You don't call somebody else to trade that dude unless something, I dare say, I won't say catastrophic, but something happened. But you look at it, and him going to the Los Angeles Lakers, him with LeBron, that doesn't spell success for the Lakers this season. They're not built as a team to compete with the rest of the West under those conditions, particularly since both players are ball dominant. For the future, you're building around Luka. You're not building around LeBron. So suddenly, now everybody was assuming it was LeBron's team. You're not going to make that assumption anymore because they made this deal and they did it to get Luka. And Luka's not playing second fiddle to anybody, including LeBron James. So the Lakers have clearly placed their stakes on the shoulders of Luka Doncic for their future. What is that going to mean for LeBron in the immediate future? That's a question that needs to be answered as well.
So it sounds like we all need a little bit more information. It got to the point where Shams had to actually tweet, this is not a joke, this is real, and this is happening. Luka Doncic is going to the Lakers, and Anthony Davis is going to Dallas. Very interesting night in the NBA.
This shit is crazy, man.
Find the lowest priced health plans at healthforcalifornia.com. Get a
okay. They were supposed to lose that game and Embiid was supposed to go to the NBA final. But it didn't happen that way. And that's just basketball. I'm not his lawyer, man. If you think that
man, you're doing a damn good job being this lawyer. You're doing a damn good job, bro.
All I'm saying is Xavier.
I know basketball. I know basketball, dog. So,
Xavier.
When somebody can play, I can actually talk it a little bit, family. But
Xavier, here's what I'm gonna say.
You like AD more? Hey, I'm with you. You like it? I love it, man. Who cares?
But Xavier, Xavier, it's fine. But what I'm saying is when you say, I think it was 444 that posed the question on you, and you said is AD top 5 in the NBA. Like I said, I can't put guys ahead of him that haven't won. I can't put Luka over.
Hang on. I can't put guys that can't carry a team by themselves in the top 5. Luka carries his squad, dog. Like, let's cut it out. Like, cut it out, man.
So
Luka carries a squad.
Okay.
AD does not.
Okay, that's fair.
I can't rely on AD to take me to the playoffs past the first round, dog. Y'all cut it out, man. Like,
okay, but hold on, Xavier, I got to stop you though, because how much help has Luka had? You've had Jalen Brunson, you've had Kristaps Porzingis, and now you got Kyrie. So it ain't like they just threw him over there like they did AD in New Orleans with Drew Holiday and told you to go win a playoff series. We got to stop this. This boy done had plenty of help.
Hey, Kyrie, where's Kyrie at in the top 20? Respectfully, I love his game.
Listen, he's not even an all-star this year, Xavier.
Right. So, okay, you just mentioned where's Porzingis at, man? Cut it out, man. Porzingis like the fifth option, man. Hey, yo, respectfully. I need you to talk to me like you've been knowing me for years, dog. You getting out of hand here, man. This is getting mad disrespectful, dog.
Kyrie's definitely not even an all-star right now. It's nasty.
Yeah, that was funny. That was funny.
We got
Junior, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, cut it out.
Give me 1 second, Xavier. We got Jariah. You said, why are people acting like we're about to be bad defensively? We just had an amazing defensive game against the Knicks. Lock Cat and Brunson up without AD. And do we trade Reeves and some of these power forwards for a big man or a star? Question mark. Shout out to you for the $20 super chat, Jariah. That's a good question. Do we trade Reeves and some of these power forwards for a big man or a star?
Hey, man, I would have Amazon Prime Reeves a long time ago, dog. When they were talking about little fella down in Atlanta, Reeves would have been Amazon Prime on that day. So will I trade him for a legitimate big fella that can play? Damn right. He don't work next to... Now, that's who don't work next to Luka. Is Austin Reeves.
We got Mike 298. Shout out to Mike 298. You said with Luka, our starting height could go way up. Vando, Dorian Finney-Smith, Luka, LeBron, and then Hayes or Rui. Being tall is an advantage in every metric of the game. Now, let me ask you guys this. Is Dallas, Xavier, right? Is Dallas a better team now with Anthony Davis?
No. No. I've seen Kyrie try to lead a team. I'm gonna let y'all answer that, man. I don't want to do this to Kyrie, man. Kyrie's my own boy, but he's not a good primary ball handler for a squad, man.
Dallas is not better, for the reason exactly that
I'll be right
Kyrie
back,
cannot lead a team. Even though he's wanted to lead a team and wanted to prove to the world that he can, he's failed at every attempt. And it's okay. He will always be LeBron's, second option. And that's just it. And it's okay. We need Robins in the world. Okay? We need Robin. Okay? And that's just it. And here's the way I look at it. Well, the Luka and Kyrie experiment is over. Now the king is going to show the world how it's really done. Watch what the king do with Luka.
I'm inclined to agree with the other two gentlemen in this regard. Dallas is they're not better for a championship run. They don't have anyone on the floor that can actually slow the game down and really take over at critical junctures. I agree.
Yeah, I would say it's tough, man, because now who is the alpha dog on Dallas? I mean, because if I'm AD coming in, I would have to feel like I'm the number one now. You know what I mean? Like I'm not.
AD don't have it in him. AD doesn't have it in him. He doesn't have it in him, though. That's the problem. And for the last 5 years, they've been saying he's going to come along now that he's won the championship. Now he's going to be that type A. You either got it or you don't, and he just doesn't. Like his game, like I said earlier, he has top 5 talent, but he's not a top 5 player for that reason alone. The mentality, he doesn't have it. The consistency.
Don't worry. You can teledoc that. For just about everything health related, even aches and pains, you can teledoc that. Get started today at teledochealth.com.
Break free with the new Opera GX, the browser that puts you in control. With a brand new design that frees up even more pixels for personalization and an inventory of features to up your game at every level. Like GX Control to help rein in your resources with integrated limiters for RAM, CPU, and network. A sidebar for direct access to your favorite side quests, streams, and posts. And built-in privacy tools like ad and tracker blockers and free no-log VPN. Check into GX Corner for the latest news, deals, and free games. But what really makes our hit different is mods, giving you the power to change everything from animated wallpapers to themes, sounds, music, and shaders, so you can change everything. Get Opera GX.
With a game, like, I'm sorry, man. Like, he's not a leader, and that's all it is. Great player, not a leader though. Kyrie Irving, great player, not a leader though. The leadership is highly important in these games. When I look at Giannis, leader. When I look at Jokic, leader. When I look at Brown on the Celtics that season, he was leading. You gotta have that leadership mentality, and unfortunately, 80 don't have it. I would have loved to keep him, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. I see the positive in it, and watch. You're gonna see. Watch what he does over in Dallas. He ain't gonna do much. He gonna be screaming every time he drives to the hole. They're gonna know how to play him because honestly, 80 is really easy to kind of figure out. To be very honest, how do we know this? I mean, there were other teams. I mean, we weren't winning every single game. And there was a lot of games where AD played and didn't perform well. He could put up 31 game and put up 12 or 14 another game. You know what I mean? He could put up 15, he can grab 15, 17 rebounds one game, and in another game, he only grabbed 6 rebounds.